Yet again, Jamie Foxx has at long last tended to his hospitalization and got serious about the puzzling ailment that left him battling for his life. I went through something that I figured I could never at any point go through after north of 90 days of consistent hypothesis. Jamie chose to address every one of the reports that have been twirling around online since he was hospitalized back in April. Jamie uncovered he went through the ringer while at the clinic, and he likewise denied the new reports about being left deadened and blind anyway. James expressed nothing about claims that the sought-after antibody set off his crisis, and he remained hush on the specific determination, as you can envision fans are excited to at last see James on video anyway. Some of them are as yet asking why James would rather not uncover what occurred, and thereby, and by conjecturing that somebody is controlling James. So what did James say regarding every one of the bits of hearsay about his well-being? And does this mean he's at last free and clear for what reason didn't maintain that you should see me, with tubes running out of me and attempting to sort out if in the event that I plan to endure? Jamie Foxx just made his profoundly expected return to web-based entertainment and posted a video tending to his new hospitalization. James affirmed that his ailment was significant to the point that he scarcely made do anyway. He would have rather not expressed out loud whatever his condition was. As every one of you know, James was hospitalized in Atlanta back in April subsequent to experiencing an unexpected health-related crisis, and was subsequently moved to a restoration office in Chicago. And throughout the course of recent months, there's been such a lot of hypothesis and disconnected reports about Jamie's well-being that fans essentially didn't have the foggiest idea who to accept. It got going with Jamie's little girl Corinne posting a message on Instagram that very day Jamie was hospitalized, guaranteeing that James was at that point en route to recuperation. However, at that point only weeks after the fact, a few sources detailed that Jamie's state had declined, and that his family was getting ready for the most terrible anyway. Inside the space of days, the story veered off in another unexpected direction when Corinne shared a report on her Instagram story, guaranteeing that James had really been out of the emergency clinic for a really long time and was playing pickleball. Yet Corinne's explanation raised him considerably more doubts, and fans asked why the family permitted the sensationalist newspapers to go crazy with misleading stories for a really long time. And afterward, on May 15, Towns uncovered that James was for sure released from the Atlanta clinic anyway. He didn't return home and was rather moved to a particular recovery office in Chicago that spotlights on stroke recuperation. Yet following a couple of additional long stretches of theory, VIP editorialist A.J. Benza approached with claims that James was left incapacitated and blind. In the wake of taking the Desire immunization, Benza guaranteed that a source near the circumstance let him know James was constrained into making the effort before he began shooting his film back in real life with Cameron Diaz. He had a blood coagulation in his mind. After he had the chance, he didn't need the shot. Yet the film he was on, he was compelled to get it. Benza likewise proposed that this may be the genuine reason behind James' supposed implosion on the arrangement of Back in Real Life. Is that why he exploded on the set 7 days before this health-related crisis happened? Is that why he terminated 3 or 4 individuals, since he just had it with these commands? I don't know. Presently, before James was hospitalized, various outlets revealed that Jamie had a complete implosion on the arrangement of Back in Real Life and called the police after he found that somebody was plotting to take $40,000 from him anyway. This story appeared to be extremely weird, since despite the fact that James' resentment is legitimate, it's still really peculiar he would have an implosion and make a colossal scene on the film set over somebody attempting to take $40,000 from him. What's additionally unusual is that police never affirmed they were associated with any examination associated with the supposed trick, which drove fans to contemplate whether A.J. Benza was coming clean about James having an implosion over being forced into making the want effort. These theories were additionally powered When Ice 3D Square as of late uncovered that he also was constrained to take the immunization for a film job, and he truly turned down a $9 million check in light of it. Everything that they need is for individuals to say to me, "I'm moronic, you realize." I mean, they believe that individuals should let me know you turning down. $9 million, you dumb, and I'll do anything for $9 million. How dumb might Q at any point be? And I couldn't care less about that Ice 3D shape. Additionally concurred with Joe Rogan, who expressed that since individuals can't sue antibody producers, they'll presumably begin recording claims against their bosses who force them to make the effort under danger of losing their positions. Many fans began hypothesizing that perhaps James was intending to uncover individuals who compelled him to make the effort anyway. James' rep then, at that point, gave an assertion saying the cases regarding the immunization are totally erroneous. Yet the rep wouldn't unveil some other data about Jamie's baffling health-related crisis. In the meantime, on July 9th, TMZ cut a brief video taken by a fan showing James cruising on the Chicago waterway. Music anyway, since this video was so short and hazy, many fans stayed unconvinced this recording was late, and they asked why James would rather not go live and stop all the theory about his ailment. Well, it seems to be James heard the fans' grumblings in light of the fact that on Friday, July 21st, he posted a video on Instagram at last tending to his hospitalization, and uncovering the explanation, he stayed quiet about his ailment. James got going by expressing gratitude toward everyone individuals who've been petitioning God for himself. And you could guess by the search in his eyes that he's actually handling what happened above all else. I need to say thank you to everyone, this supplicated man, and sent me messages I couldn't start to tell you how far it took me, and how the way that it brought me back. I went through something that I figured I could never at any point go through. And I realize many individuals were holding up, or needing to hear refreshes, yet frankly, with you I didn't believe that you should see me like that, man. Jamie then proceeded to say that the explanation, there's been such a lot of mystery encompassing his hospitalization, is on the grounds that he didn't maintain that his fans should see him in that state on the off chance that I didn't believe you should see me with tubes running out of me, and attempting to sort out if on the off chance that I plan to endure. Jamie additionally denied AJ Benz's cases about being left incapacitated and visually impaired, and he even tended to the reports about being cloned anyway. He referenced nothing about claims. It was the sought-after shot that set off his health-related crisis. Certain individuals said I was visually impaired, yet as you can see, the eyes are working fine and dandy. I said I was deadened. I'm not deadened. Jamie conceded he went to Helen back prior to consoling fans that he's free and clear and sound to the point of returning to work. I went through the ringer, and my street to recuperation had a few potholes too, yet I'm returning, and I'm ready to work, so I need to thank individuals that let me function. Concerning fans' responses, they're most certainly glad to at long last see Jamie talking anyway. Certain individuals are as yet dubious, and they're saying what is going on is exceptionally odd. One fan tweeted, "I actually can't completely accept that individuals blamed his little girl for lying when she wouldn't share his clinical data. Individuals made up lies, said he passed on, was visually impaired, suffered a heart attack, or had a response to the want immunization. I even saw allegations of a body twofold being utilized. Individuals are debilitated, yet it seems as though there is still a ton of cynics out there." And one of them said, "Notice how he dismissed the bogus information, like being all incapacitated, visually impaired, cloned. Yet he expressed nothing about the vax, except for we should hear your considerations on Jamie's video. Do you believe it's dubious he would rather not uncover what caused his health-related crisis? Or is he basically safeguarding his protection? Let us in the remarks. And don't pass up this next video."